Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at what happens right after one of the most famous victories in history, David and Goliath. But we're skipping the celebration. Our mission is to figure out why, in the moments after witnessing a miracle, King Saul gets so fixated on David's family background. It's a really strange focus.
It is, and before we get to Saul, we have to remember the scale of what he just saw. I mean, the sources put Goliath's height at 6 cubits in a span.
Which is huge.
It's massive. We're talking over 3 meters tall. For context, the tallest man in modern history, Robert Wadlow, was 272 centimeters. So Saul saw a teenager defeat a literal impossibility.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
The miracle happens, Goliath is dead. What was the immediate effect on the battlefield?
Oh, it was a complete rout. The victory just fueled this massive pursuit.
So they didn't just, celebrate and go home?
Not at all.
Yeah.
The Israelite army turns from this cowering defense line into a relentless force. They chase the Philistines all the way to their own cities, Gath and Ekron, and they loot their entire camp. The whole war it turned on a dime.
And this is where it gets really interesting for me. David wasn't a total stranger to Saul. He'd been in the court before, playing the harp for him.
That's right.
Yet, right after this incredible victory, Saul keeps turning to his commander, Abner, and asking, whose son is this young man?
Repeatedly, yeah.
So why? Why the intense focus on his parents all of a sudden?
Well, that is the central question. On one level, Saul was being pragmatic. He'd promised huge rewards, right? His daughter's hand in marriage and tax exemption for the whole family.
Which is a big deal for the royal treasury.
A huge deal. So he needed to know the family's spec, so to speak. But the text suggests it's more than that. He wasn't just asking for an identity. He already knew David. He was calculating his social status.
He was checking if this country kid had the right background to marry into royalty.
Exactly. He was weighing worldly status against the divine power that had just saved his entire kingdom. The world always wants to see your resume first,
So how did David answer this intense questioning about his background?
David's answer is actually very simple and very direct. He just says, I am the son of your servant, Jesse the Bethlehemite.
And Bethlehem wasn't exactly a major city.
Not at all. The sources really emphasize that it was a small, pretty insignificant village, a real backwater town.
So you have this huge contrast.
It's the core contrast of the whole story. Saul's looking for the visible conditions, the background, the family tree, the worldly spec. David, on the other hand, was relying completely on the unseen God.
His confidence wasn't in his family name.
Right. His belief was that his background might be small, but the power of God was more than enough to handle a giant. And that's the timeless lesson here, isn't it? The world looks at the background, but God looks at the center, at the heart.
That's a powerful way to look at it. And here's a final thought for you to explore on your own. Think about that small town, Bethlehem. Saul saw it as a social liability, a negative on David's resume. But that same small city was later prophesied in Micah to be the birthplace of Christ. So if you feel like the world is asking about your Bethlehem today, that part of your background that maybe feels small or unimpressive, just remember, great things don't always come from a great background. They come from the commitment you carry in the center.